What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. I hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys had an awesome Christmas, an awesome holiday, and let's get into it. Take a quick look at the market cap. I woke up to see that Bitcoin is on the rise, so a lot of the alts are starting to pull back, or at least some of the positions that I am in. I noticed that OMG is pulling back a little bit, and so is Salt. I'm in both of those. OMG, I'm in for the long term. Salt, I got in for a shorter term flip because their platform will be launching soon. So I wanted to get in and sell after the pop from the platform release. But right now we have both of them down a little bit. Let me find yeah, negative 3.14% on Amisago. Salt, we have negative 7.19. So this is nothing we haven't seen before. This happens when Bitcoin goes up. A lot of the alts will initially go down, and then they will usually rise once Bitcoin levels out at a certain spot. So nothing to worry about. My overall portfolio is down a little bit because of it, but not a super large amount. So anyway, right now we are $595 billion overall market cap. Bitcoin dominance is 46.1%, and the price of Bitcoin is $16,406, up about $2,000 from yesterday. So I have a feeling that this is due in large part to Christmas. So fundamentally, and I've talked about this before, Crypto Blood agrees with me. He's said this as well, that people would be getting together on Christmas and talking about crypto. So sorry guys. People would be talking about crypto. People would be trying to get their family into crypto. People would see how much money their family members are making and say, you know what, I want to get in on this. And this has happened in my family. My brother has gotten in, my father has gotten in, my cousin has gotten in, and you know, I just got my brother and my father in just a few days ago. So, you know, now they're all excited about it, and they're getting in now. They did not buy Bitcoin. I advised them against buying Bitcoin, and I got them into some of the alts due to the fact that there's going to be higher percentage gains, and not just any alts. I got them into some of the things that I'm into. My father specifically, PayPal being one of them, Amisago, and Pillar as well. So, you know, we will be adding to his portfolio. I am depositing some stuff in there from me and my brother as well. But this anyway is why I believe, or at least part of the reason why Bitcoin has gone up so much overnight. So I just got into Cardano a little bit last night actually, so that one is also going down a little bit, but only 0.1%. But I did start a small position in that one, and my EOS is doing good still, so I am happy about that. Anyway guys, I wanted to talk about this article real quick from CoinDesk: the death of the ICO and 4 other 2018 predictions. So we're going to read this real quick and then talk about it. In 2017, if 2017 was the year of the ICO, 2018 will be the year of the great ICO hangover. It will also be the year major financial institutions adopt digital assets and mark the birth of hybrid blockchains, the death of the ICO token. Cryptocurrency became a major buzzword in 2017. Suddenly, all eyes were on these new assets, with speculators jumping into the market in droves and regulators heavily scrutinizing them. In fact, in early December, the combined market capitalization of all digital currencies surpassed that of JP Morgan, the biggest U.S. bank. Initial coin offerings similarly exploded, raising hundreds of millions of dollars around the world in a matter of months. While they made for exciting headlines, though, I expect the exuberance around ICOs to fizzle in 2018. What's more, I also expect regulators and authorities worldwide to come down hard on fraudulent ICOs in the new year. That's because many ICOs skirted existing regulation in order to raise equity with no solid business to back up the offering. Funds raised for some of these ventures have already started to disappear, and regulators such as the SEC recently announced they're getting ready to crack down on them. I wouldn't be surprised to see hefty fines, litigation, and even jail time for those standing on the wrong side of the ICO issue. Beyond the regulatory crackdown, questions will arise around the utility of special purpose tokens. Why would a file hosting company accept payment in Filecoin when a general purpose digital asset is so much more liquid and therefore easier to turn into fiat? We don't use different currencies to buy clothes, pay our mortgage in the brick and mortar world, and ICO token holders will realize the economics are no different online. So that is a very good point. I've said this before, actually. You know, we're not using, for example, we go out to buy McDonald's or go out to buy some kind of fast food. We're not using a fast food token to buy that. All right. When we, for example, we want to go make a new website. Okay. We're not paying the web hosting service in a special token that is specifically for that. It doesn't make any sense. So a lot of these tokens, they sounded good and everybody was excited about ICOs. Everybody was excited at the price pops that were happening in the middle, you know, early to middle of 2017. And, you know, every idea sounded good for the most part. Well, not every, you know what I mean? So, but when you really take a step back and look at the big picture, they're not needed. The vast majority of them are not needed. Now, I'm not saying everyone is not needed, but, you know, I didn't get into Filecoin, okay? I got into a few that I hope they don't end up, you know, as this article says, on the wrong side of the ICO issue. I hope the businesses will go through as planned and, you know, they're not basically attacked by regulation and companies basically being shut down because they have to refund the capital they raised during their ICOs. Who knows what's going to happen there, but it's something we're going to have to definitely keep a close eye on. So, financial institutions will adopt digital assets if speculators entered the digital asset market in droves last year. 2018 will be the year the major institutional players like asset managers, pension funds, and other financial institutions such as payment providers enter the space. We've already seen increased over-the-counter OTC trading of digital assets such as Bitcoin on the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, CBOE, causing liquidity across the market to deepen. It's really a matter of when, not if, listings of additional cryptocurrency futures on OTC exchanges will take place. My bet, we'll see listings by next summer. Between this and new institutional players entering the market, I think digital assets have plenty of room for growth. However, the crypto space won't be without its challenges: forking, regulation, and banking. Oh my. Governance issues will continue to plague some digital assets, causing forks such as the one with Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. This instability will be problematic for some who want to enter the market, and it raises questions about supply as well as level of risk involved. The uncertain regulatory environment in the US, China, and elsewhere could also stifle further development of the digital asset market, while countries like Japan and the Philippines have embraced digital assets in their economies and regulatory frameworks There are many more worldwide without clear policies and laws for these assets. They should take a page from the respective books of Japan and the Philippines in order to enable new services, increase financial inclusion, and lower barriers to economic growth. For example, there are only a handful of financial institutions in the U.S. that will bank business in the cryptocurrency space. If they were to exit, or if regulation were to come through that prohibits exposure to digital asset market, this could have a very serious adverse consequences on the improved services being developed. Banks need clear guidelines from regulators on how they can lawfully bank those associated with cryptocurrencies. Blockchains will start to interoperate. In 2017, we have seen Bitcoin's share of the cryptocurrency market drop from 87% to under 50%. Hundreds of new coins and tokens launched and are now being traded. To make the broad use of digital assets truly mainstream, however, I think we'll need the many blockchain networks that currently exist to interoperate. The truth is there will not be one single dominant blockchain network in the future, just as there isn't any dominant internet or email provider globally today. Currently, we can all email family, friends, and colleagues from Gmail to Yahoo, Outlook to Outlook seamlessly and instantly. Value should move across all ledgers in exactly the same way, irrespective of the blockchain network, PayPal wallet, or traditional bank account involved. Indeed, we've already seen efforts in 2017 to address blockchain interoperability. Raiden, the Ethereum interoperability solution for ERC20 tokens, launched its token in September, while the Interledger Protocol ILP was used to connect 7 ledgers, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Ripple, in June. My money is, unsurprisingly, on Interledger. If all networks were to become ILP enabled, it ultimately wouldn't matter if you held Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, or Ripple. ILP would allow you to make payments to a merchant that only accepts Bitcoin, for example, using Ripple. In all just a matter of seconds. I might as well finish the article. Until now, we've seen a proliferation of both public blockchains like Bitcoin and private blockchains like Hyperledger Fabric. Going forward, I think we'll start to see the rise of hybrid blockchains, which will combine the best of both worlds. You know what? I'm going to skip down here. You know what? We'll just end it there because this is all pretty much about the future and interoperability, basically linking blockchains together. So I've talked about regulation and how the SEC, I just did a video talking about, you know, the future of ICO tokens just a few days ago. And this really goes with that video, what I was talking about in it. I don't really participate in ICOs any longer. I knew there was going to be an ICO bubble, and I had said we were in an ICO bubble, or an altcoin bubble, I should say. If you bought Cliff-High's new report, you would notice that, as in past reports, as what he did in past reports, he did not put the section with new ICOs in this one. Because I'm sure he knows this is coming as well. He's actually said it before, that the vast majority of these tokens that are out there, these coins that are out there, are going to be gone. There's not going to be a need for them. The strong will survive. And, you know, basically the ones that will be left are, you know, going to be the ones that have a strong use case, okay? We don't need a token or coin for every single thing in the world, all right? We don't need, like I said, a coin for web hosting, a coin for file hosting, a coin for buying food, a coin for buying clothes, a coin for online shopping. We don't need that. It's naive to think that regulatory agencies would not crack down on this, especially with all of the new money coming into the space. We were like the fringe before, when it was, you know, a very, very small percentage of people overall that were in cryptos. And then, you know, like I said, we were like the fringe. Now, go ask people on the street what a cryptocurrency is or what Bitcoin is. Okay, I guarantee you that just about everybody you talk to will, at least to an extent, know what it is. I was actually going to do a video. I talked to Crypto Blood about this, and I wish I got to do it, man. I was going to hit the street and record this and just ask random people, what is Bitcoin? What is a cryptocurrency? And then, do you own any? And when I planned to do that video, I just never did it, and I wish I did, because that was before, you know, it was announced that there was going to be Bitcoin futures, and before it was talked about every friggin' day on CNBC. So I would have had a very good ratio of people, the majority of which would not have known what cryptocurrencies are. Okay, and now, since there has been this explosion in just the last couple months, majority of people are going to know what Bitcoin is. They heard of it before. So, but that just shows you, I see people posting about Bitcoin and cryptos all the time now on my Facebook. I just answered a post from somebody, or responded on a post from somebody on Facebook last night. You know, what's your best altcoin pick for 2018 and why? And I told them. But my point of that, telling you that is, you know, a few months ago, I was the only one that I saw posting about cryptos, and it wasn't even that often. But you know, I didn't see anybody else talking about it. Now, everybody's a freaking crypto expert. You know, they just bought some crypto, you know, for the first time a month ago, and, you know, made a couple bucks, and now everybody's posting about it. Everybody is an expert, and we see that all over the place too, by the way. But anyway, I'm kind of getting off track. My whole point in all of this is to tell you that we are entering that cliff high early adopter phase. So we are leaving the innovator phase, entering the early adopter phase, and there is a lot more people getting into the crypto space. So it is only natural that we are going to start seeing heavy regulation, and we don't need the majority of these out there. Again, look at this, 1,382 cryptocurrencies listed, and all of them aren't even listed here. Okay, there are ones on here that are not listed, or there are ones that are not on here, I should say, that some of them I even hold. CDX being one of them. I don't think CDX, no, it's not. It's not. So my point is, there's more than 1,382 out there. Do we need that many? Not a friggin' chance. We do not need that many cryptocurrencies, and the government knows that, the regulatory bodies know that, and they are going to crack down on all of these companies that went and raised millions of dollars without a good business model, without a working product, and the ones that there are really no need whatsoever for the product. So interoperability of different blockchains is what we're going to start seeing. And you know, this is one of the reasons why I stopped participating in ICOs. I saw the altcoin / ICO bubble happening. We were not seeing the pops that we used to see, and I have a feeling that in the future it's going to become where you're going to need to be licensed to invest in ICOs. You know, it's not going to be any Tom, Dick, or Harry can just go and invest their Ethereum into a new ICO. I can see this coming. It's, you know, don't quote me, but I can see it. You know, you're going to have to go through a process to, in the US anyway, I'm talking about, to be able to put an ICO out there, and you're probably going to have to be a licensed investor to participate. That's just one of the things that I can see happening. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. You know, what do you think about 1,382 cryptocurrencies? What do you think about the fact that the SEC is going to start heavily cracking down on some of these? I mean, it kind of worries me, and it makes me want to go reevaluate my portfolio and maybe think about getting out of some of the ones that may be targeted, you know. But then again, I don't know which ones, if any, will be targeted. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Follow me on Twitter at TruthBlitzMedia. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you get notifications. And coming up soon, I will be doing a giveaway of some coins or tokens to one of my subscribers. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next video.